Hi, my name's Michelle. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a little tutorial on how to apply false eyelashes. Now, to be honest, these are a little bit trickier if you haven't worn them before. They're a little bit uncomfortable as well for the first 5 minutes until you get used to them. And believe me, you do get used to them and they do look amazing, especially in photography or special occasion makeup. So today I'll give you a few tips to put them on yourself. I know they can be tricky, so if you do have someone who knows how to put them on or a friend to help you, it might be easier for them to get them to do it for you. But hopefully after this tutorial you might be able to learn a few tips on how to apply them yourself. So Lydia here has already got a little bit of liquid liner and some mascara, but we're just going to intensify that a little bit by adding some false lashes. Now the ones I've chosen are matte ones. These are number 7, so these are quite good ones. They're not too long, they're not too thick. They're not going to be too obvious that she's wearing fake eyelashes. You know, they're not going to be very Kim Kardashian. They're going to be a little more subtle. These ones are really good for sort of maybe like a wedding or a school ball or something. Just maybe nothing too dramatic like Video Musical or anything, but something just a little bit more classic. For the first thing you're going to do when you apply your lashes is to just make sure that they fit properly. So you look down, as you can see when I place them on her eyes, I just have to make sure that the ends match her eyelid really well, and they do. Sometimes you might actually have to just chop off maybe that end part if their eyes are a little bit smaller. Just fit them to the eye first. Make sure you do that before you put glue on. Now the glue I'm going to be using is duo adhesive. This is the best glue, it's surgical adhesive, and I mean if you tear up, if you get emotional, you know, whatever you're going to, the lashes aren't going to fall off. It's the best glue. So I've just put a little bit on my makeup palette here, and the way I like to apply glue is just to grab the lash and just roll it on the top of the glue. That way I find you get quite a good even distribution. So I'll put it on one side, flip the lash around, and then just make sure you've got a nice thin coat on the other side. Now if the lashes are going to fall off at all, they're all either going to fall off in the very inner corner or the very outer corner. So just make sure you put a nice little additional blob on the very ends. I usually like to keep a little cotton tip handy as well. Now the number one tip I can give you is to make sure that you wait for your glue to dry. You don't want to dry completely, but you do want it to get a little bit tackier. If I were to try and put this eyelash on straight away, you'll find that it's going to slip and slide and move around, and it's not going to stick very well. It'll make your job a lot harder. Pop a little more glue on. So yes, wait for the lash to go, the glue to go a little bit tacky, and it's going to make your job a hell of a lot easier. Give it a little bit of a shake. Okay, now if you look down to your knees. So when you do, you always want to make sure your eyes are open. You don't want to try and do it with your eyes closed. Otherwise, sometimes they can be a little bit scrunched up and you won't have a smooth surface. And you don't want to risk gluing your eyelids together. So now I'm just going to place it and rest it on her natural lashes as close as possible. I personally like to just stick them on the very centre at the beginning first, and then just glue on either end or either side. Now once you've got them in place, I quite like to just pinch them and try and get them as low as possible so that they will sort of merge with your natural lashes so they don't look as fake. Just look at me for a second. Look down. Look up to the ceiling if you can. They might just stick a little bit, so just pop it out. Now what I'm going to do, you can still see that white glue. It is going to dry and transparent, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But just to finish it off, I am just going to put a little bit of my Black Track liquid liner, which is a gel liner. If you close your eyes. And we're just going to cover that glue. It's also going to just cover any of that sort of plastic which is joining the false eyelashes together. and you can definitely see the difference between the two eyes. It will accentuate, it gives her lashes a really nice, long, gorgeous look. And you can wear them by themselves or with eye makeup, either. They are reusable as well, so you can probably get a good 4 to 5 uses out of them. So just make sure you pull them off at the corner, pull them off, put them back in the container, and you can reuse them again. Great, so that is my little tutorial on how to put false eyelashes on. If you'd like to see some of my other videos, I do some other makeup tutorials. I also have a beauty blog called prettyfly.co. So thank you very much, have a good day.